Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shy Renee here, and as you can see by the title, today's video is going to be a story time about a time in my life where this dude really he tried to play me. So it's a funny story, so I just thought, I would let you guys in on a little part of my life. Before we get started with this video, as you can see, my cute little shirt here, it says always making progress. If you would like one for yourself, I'll leave the link below to where you can get one. One more thing, before I get started with my story time, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because you do not want to miss my upcoming videos. So yeah, if you want to hear my story, keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but I'm just going to give a couple names of some important people for the story. So the people I went out with, well, two of them. One I'm going to name Cinnamon. The other one I'm going to name Aloe. So we got Cinnamon and Aloe who are with me. And we have Long Island and Waves who are on the opposite side. So me and Waves have a little history, and at the moment we were kind of like on and off talking, and Cinnamon and Long Island were talking. So they went out to Miami on their separate flight. We went on our separate flight, but both parties knew that we were going to be out there. So Aloe and Cinnamon flew out a day before me, and I flew out, the following day, obviously. And Waves and Long Island were already out there as well, the same day, I believe, as Aloe and Cinnamon. So when I got out there, I met up with Cinnamon and Aloe and, the other people that we were with at the Airbnb. And I showered, got dressed, and we immediately hit the strip. So I had Long Island on Snap, but I didn't have Waves on Snap. Long story behind, well, not long, but there's a story behind that. But I didn't have Waves on Snap. Mind you, this is the one that I was talking to. I was talking to Waves, but I didn't have him on Snap. I had Long Island on Snap. And when I got to Miami, I had posted a video somewhere basically saying that I had touched down. And Long Island had told Waves that I was out there, so Waves sent me a message like, I heard you out here, with like the eyes, and I'm like, yeah, I just landed. Boom, he was like, all right, cool. I hope I run into you, I'll see you. So I'm like,
it'll be hard.
So anyway, we're walking on the strip, and we're on the side of where the beach is, and the restaurants are on the other side. So I'm walking, and then I turn to my right and I just see like a group of guys walking towards us, and it's Long Island, Waves, and their group that they're out there with. So Long Island obviously goes straight to Cinnamon, and Waves comes to me and he gives me a hug, blah, blah, blah. We, converse back and forth, and then we go our separate ways. Later on that day, because this was like my first time out there, I was just enjoying myself with the group that I was with, and he was enjoying himself, I guess, with his group. But later on that day, he sent me a message like, send me your address to your Airbnb. I'm going to come pick you up and we're going to hang out. So, I'm like, okay, no problem. I send the address. Nothing. I hear nothing back. I'm like, okay, so at what time of the day are you coming to pick me up? Because it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, hello, do you not know that I'm going to want to go to sleep soon? He still didn't show up. It's now like, I would say like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was still up because I'm waiting like an idiot for him to come and pick me up, and he still did not show up at all. So eventually I went to sleep, and I was just like, I'm over it. So it comes to the next day. I can't really remember if I heard much from him the next day, but I know I didn't hit him up or anything. I was enjoying myself with my group, and it was either the next day or the following day after the next day. But I just know in my head, I'm just like, how do you say you're gonna come and pick me up and then you don't come and pick me up, and then I don't really hear nothing back from you? So I'm just like, whatever, cool. So now we're on the strip once again, and we had went to a few parties and events because we went out there during carnival time, which is in October. So it's almost all of New York out there. So we're sitting on the strip at a restaurant, and where we had like these big margarita bowls of like these crazy drinks and shots and stuff. Like, we were having a really, really like good time. So because I had Long Island on Snap, I knew what cars they had all rented because they showed it. So when I look to my right as we're sitting at the restaurant, I see a car pull up that in my head I'm like, wait, this is one of the cars that they rented. And I'm looking at it, but the car has tinted windows all around, so I can't see inside the car at all. But I'm like, I know this is the car. Like, it has to be him or one of his homeboys in this car. But I'm not going to stare because I didn't want to be like awkward. I turned back to my people, and I'm like, I'm going to just wait and see who eventually comes out the car. So now I turn back again because I hear the door close, and first thing I see is two females. And I'm like, oh. But then I glance over a little bit more, and I see him. And I'm like,
am I bugging? I gotta be bugging because I know you're not that crazy.
like, I know you didn't just pull up. I know you didn't just pull up with two females. Like, I'm not sitting here. Cool. Now, as we're sitting at this table, it's only half of our group. The other half went somewhere further down to like another restaurant, I think, because they just wanted drinks, I think. I don't remember. But they went further down the strip. So it's only half of us sitting at this table. And I believe only me and Cinnamon knew once he stepped out of the car, like, oh, really? Because Cinnamon knew who he was, obviously. And then I think, as we're sitting at the table, Cinnamon told Aloe and the other person that was at the table what the situation was. So he seen me when he got out of the car, immediately was super uncomfortable. And I'm just like, I'm not going to react. I'm going to be calm. So for most of you guys, I'm pretty sure you know that in Miami, during the time of carnival season or like the summertime, whatever, they have outdoor seating. So we're sitting on the sidewalk, and his restaurant that he's at with the two females is right next door, and it's the Sugar Factory, which has outdoor seating as well. So he sits down with the two females, and he has his back to me, and the one of the females is sitting next to him, and another one is sitting across from her. So it looked like they were preparing for a double date in my eyes. Like, so the whole time I'm sitting there at the table, I'm just like, nope, I'm gonna be calm. It is what it is. I'm not even about to flip out about this. He just cut off. That's, what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, nope. But one thing we all know is that sometimes when you drink and you're with people, or you don't even have to be with people. Sometimes when you drink, you're not yourself. So you can react in ways that you wouldn't usually react like. So yeah. So we finished our little dinner, whatever it was supposed to be, at our restaurant, and he's still sitting there. This was a few minutes after they're sitting down, we finished with our stuff. And he would not turn around and look at me, like, at all. He would not. But he looked so uncomfortable sitting there. And I'm just like, woo, it just got spicy out here. Like, honey. We get up to go to the driveway where our car was, because we had rented a car as well when we went out there. And as we're getting ready to walk past them, Aloe says out loud, nah, he can't get away with this. So what y'all want to do? Now, anyone who knows Cinnamon in real life knows you cannot say those words because Cinnamon is with whatever.
Cinnamon is with the shits, okay?
So Cinnamon immediately, like me, when Aloe said that, I was just like, I just want to go. Like, I just wanted to go because I was low-key hurt. I was like, wow, you know, that's crazy. But Cinnamon was like,
yeah, you right. We going up there.
I'm like, whoa. Cinnamon dashes up to where they're sitting on the patio, and I'm still downstairs, but Cinnamon and Aloe are upstairs. And the other person we were with, I think, went up as well. And I'm just standing there like, and Cinnamon is like, so this is what you doing? To Waves. Waves is like super uncomfortable. He's just looking like really stupid. Like, I'm sorry. He's just sitting there like, you know, just looking like he doesn't know what to do. And that's when eventually, like, when it, you know, came to a confrontation, I went up and I'm like,
yeah, this is what you do? Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? This is what you do?
and the girl that was sitting next to him was like, yeah, so eventually the girl that's sitting next to him, she's like, it's not even that serious. Like, something else she was saying. So now Cinnamon turned her attention to the girl and was like,
It's not that serious. So who you here for? You here for Long Island? You here for Long Island? Or is it you?
and Cinnamon had long nails at the time, so she's like pointing them in their faces, and me and Waves are going back and forth because I'm like, you really came out here to do some craziness, but then you hitting me up. Like, why you hit me up? Now with Cinnamon and the girl going back and forth, Cinnamon is like really getting heated, and by her body language you can tell she's probably about to swing on the girl. So now I don't know when the other half of our group walked up, but they ended up on a patio with us, and right as Cinnamon was about to swing at the girl, one of the people in our group grabbed her and like pulled her back so she didn't hit the girl. And Waves is still standing there looking like he don't know what's going on. He's confused. I'm just like, I'm done with the situation. We're out. So we left, and I got very emotional after that. Like, I was like, I was crying and stuff. I'm like, oh no. You know, I was young, you know. I was young. I was naive. I was weak, you know, all these things. So I was very emotional instead of just being like, okay, whatever. But it happens, you know, it happens. So now I go with one or two of the people that we were out there with to the garage to get our car. But Cinnamon and Aloe stayed on the strip. And while we're in the parking lot, Cinnamon and Aloe end up running into Long Island. So Cinnamon is going off on Long Island like, this what you out here doing? You was about to go on a double date? This person was here for you? Blacking. And she goes, where is Waves? Because we walked away from them when they were on the patio, and a few minutes later decided that we were going to go to the parking garage and Cinnamon and Aloe were going to stay on the strip and wait for us to come with the car. So Waves and the girls left, but I don't know where the girls went, because when Aloe and Cinnamon asked Long Island where Waves was, he was like, man, he in the car over there. So they went to the car and was like tapping on the window and was like, roll the window down. So he rolled the window down and they were like, this what you out here doing? Like, you're not gonna come outside the car? And he was like, no, I'm not coming out the car. And he rolled the window back up. But I don't know where the girls went because they weren't in the car anymore. They probably was like, yeah, we out. We don't even know what's going on here. So yeah, we get back to the strip, and it was probably a few minutes after Cinnamon and Aloe approached Waves in the car, and we're about to go into Fat Tuesdays. And I know Cinnamon walked up to Long Island and like slapped him in the back of his head. She slapped him in the back of his head, and then she like took off. It was just craziness. And I had seen Waves again. Like, we made eye contact, and he just had like this only said puppy dog face on, and I just walked past him because I was like, nope, I ain't got time for this. I ain't dealing with you ever again. So yeah, you know, I enjoyed the rest of my night in Fat Tuesdays. Got my drink on, and that was just that. But after that situation, when we all got back to New York, I did speak to Waves. He did apologize, and I did apologize as well, because I was like, you know what? Technically, you could do what you want, but technically you shouldn't have been, because we were kind of like, you know, but you were single. But, you know, it is what it is. It was dropped. It didn't go any further than that. We both probably can laugh about it now. I know I can. I think he would be able to, you know. But yeah, so that is the end of my little story time. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I don't think I did. But yeah, that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.